I like to go hiking. And it occurred to me that I would like to have some protection for my hands. I have, these shirts that I wear, jackets, hats, boots, whatever, but I didn't have anything for my hands. I have friends that have hiking gloves, and they have different iterations of those online, and they were so bulky. They had all these tactical pads on them and these bulky foam materials all over them, and like the Velcro wrist straps, and I just thought, well, that's just a little bit too heavy for me. So I wanted to get something that would protect my hands from the sun and minor abrasions, and that was lightweight and gave me tactility and dexterity. Another thing was to be able to use touchscreen for my phone, tablets, laptops if I ever took one somewhere, whatever. So I wanted that touchscreen sensitivity. So the first thing I bought was parade gloves. I like these because I knew for sure my hands would be comfortable. These look pretty small, but they stretch. These are 100% cotton, which I really, really like that. These ended up not working out so well because they came apart. In my particular area where we hike, there's always going to be rocks that I clamber over, and tree trunks and branches, and there's different things that you're going to grab just to, keep moving. So the gloves are a good idea just to protect your hands from that kind of thing, but these got a lot of snags. These were worn, I think by my wife, maybe just once, and the seams are coming apart. They're really are parade gloves. Plus, because they're 100% cotton, there is absolutely no touchscreen sensitivity. I threw mine away, the ones that I wore, and I had to nip the very tip of the thumb off to use my phone. So once I did that, the snagging and the deterioration of the material around this area became pretty evident after even just one use and washing. So these ended up failing. So I went to the next level, which I thought would be thin driving gloves. There's so many varieties of those. I went to eBay, to be honest with you. So I'll post the price for these online. If you're really a lightweight hiker and you're not going to use any kind of a touchscreen, if you don't mind nipping the thumb off, I think that just for regular hiking to keep the sun off your hands, these did really well. I'm going to mention one other limitation for these. The snap on the wrists. So in other words, to get these on, you have to snap and unsnap this. That worked okay because the snaps, even though they're plastic, worked really well. But it was a little inconvenient when I wanted to take them on and off. The one other thing that's good about these is that they go in and out of pockets really well. And some of the tactical hiking gloves that I saw, I tried to stick them in my pants pocket, and I think, well, they kind of hung up because the material is so sticky and foamy and stuff. Getting them in and out of pockets in jackets and pants and stuff, these did really, really well for that. I mean, they're like a second skin almost. They did okay as far as abrasion goes, but I knew that when I was looking into the driving gloves that they would not be cotton gloves, which I thought, well, they're going to be the best because I always thought anything other than cotton, you're going to get some extra sweating or whatever. So I was a little hesitant to use some non-natural materials. These are driving gloves, and you notice they have these little pads for just protecting the palm pads and the finger pads, and also for grip. And I was kind of nervous about that because I thought, well, here we go again with sticky material, trying to get it in and out of pockets and so forth. These are extremely inexpensive gloves. They are synthetic material, but this was a pleasant surprise to me. These have been just so durable. There is some snagging. I'm wearing the ones that I've worn before. The big pluses here. Number one, this wristband. Once you get it on, you can see how deep it is. These really hold on well. And this material is very stretchy. I got this ruler out here. This is size large. The website that I went to has size large and size medium. So if you're a smaller person with smaller fingers, then you might want to get the medium, but these are size large. So once I got these on, I was like, wow, this feels really, really good. There's a lot of security in this elastic material here. And once I put them on, it's kind of hard to do on this film here, but the shirt sleeve just went naturally right over this. So I noticed that with friends of mine that have the big, you know, the Velcro strapping and stuff, they have to manipulate their shirt sleeves over the wrist. I don't have to do that. Going in and out of pockets, again, pleasantly surprised. The softness of these bumps is just so that it does provide some padding here and some extra protection from, you know, abrasion and damage, you know, going over sharp boulders and stuff, which I've done a lot of. But they're hard enough so that when you go in and out of pockets and jackets, using zippers, in and out of your pants pockets, that kind of thing. Another thing, I use these going in and out of packs, like the pouches of packs and stuff. These bumps don't cause any issues at all. There's touchscreen sensitivity, middle, index, and thumb. There is some snagging, but considering where I have taken these, they have done really, really well. The extra surprise that I got out of these was a recent hike that I did, which started out in the morning with right around 30-degree temperatures. I took an extra pair of gloves in case it got cooler because I was in and out of shade and sun all morning, but I never had to put gloves on over these. You know, when you hike, you get warmer and stuff, so these kept my fingers warm enough through that entire hike. I wouldn't recommend this in a blizzard or anything like sub-zero weather, but just a casual hike going up into cooler weather, these did really fine. My fingers and hands were perfectly comfortable the whole entire trip. So I was very, very pleased with that. I wanted the protection, ductility, and dexterity, and I get all this with these gloves. So there is some stretchiness to these, so I think that I could actually put like longer fingers in this glove and it would do good. I wouldn't buy medium for me personally, but if you're a smaller person, get the mediums, and if your fingers are a little longer, you're going to get some stretchiness out of these. Really just love them. They're very inexpensive. I hope that you enjoy them as much as I do.